Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin update. Right, so it's a scattered island, and we got any direction that Bitcoin can really pull. So basically, right now, there's one thing you must know. I don't know if Bitcoin wants to correct. All right, honestly, so many small coins have bullish divergence, and they're literally down the ground for you to just buy. Simple. Okay, they're all down. And secondly is that right now Bitcoin can actually correct, but what I want to tell you is that if Bitcoin corrects, it should not come as a surprise. If Bitcoin is going to correct, there shouldn't be surprise at all. And if Bitcoin doesn't correct and goes up, it should not come as a surprise either. Now, if you look at it, you don't have any oversold levels are not there. The RSI right now is in a place where it can take any direction. It's just in the middle of nowhere. If it goes up like this, it's not a big deal. If it comes down like that, it's not a big deal. But let's say if you had the RSI somewhere down to that support line right there, then it couldn't make sense for Bitcoin to keep on correcting. Then we would have seen Bitcoin making, prepare its move to the upside, because it's pretty clear that it's going to be oversold. Number two, if the RSI was somewhere here, the way it was right there, then it could have made sense for Bitcoin to come down. But I'm still going to tell you one thing, and that is, logically, Bitcoin should correct. Honestly, it should correct first of all. Reason being is you got a very big divergence. Look at this. Look at this. The prices are moving higher. The RSI is moving lower. It's a big bearish divergence. But however, if this is a bull run and it's a bull market, you never know what happens. And that's the reason why I say it should not come to you as a surprise if Bitcoin doesn't even drop down. I can expect anything, and anything goes. All I have to do is just maybe accumulate a little bit more if it comes down, and try to hold if I'm not sure it's going to come down or not, because I'm already invested. I do got that extra bucks as well to see if Bitcoin can come down later. That's pretty much the game that I see you can do, because again, money management is very important, and you trade with your money according to the situation. If Bitcoin was overblown, I could have thought of maybe selling and then buy back when it's actually down, when there's blood. But right now, it's anything. It's any man's land. Now let's go back into the daily, and we started to see Bitcoin push down again. So here we go. We are under the EMA, or at least we're trying to get under the EMA. So you hold the 55 EMA. You try to cross, and you're crossing the 10 and the 20. Today closing and tomorrow's candle is going to be important, because if you start to go below the 10 and the 20 and then again come down and down and down and lose this 55, and try to close like this, you make a bear cross like that, and then you have Bitcoin pretty much correcting. The question is, if the correction does happen, where exactly are we going to go down for correction? So for the correction to happen, you can see that Bitcoin probably can come down to this trend line. So one support, second support, and who knows, you push up and come down and you make another touch right over there. So that's number one area, or number one trend line, that Bitcoin can go down to correct and finally jump off here and then push to the upside. Now, however, if you try to come down and you lose this, I highly doubt you can actually lose that, because, well, actually, listen, you can actually lose that because you have 20,000 CME gap, right? So if that doesn't hold, if this trend line gets lost and you close below the trend line, you hit your head, make a kiss of death, then you're looking for Bitcoin to retrace down here, maybe to 19 or 18,000 K, and that's where you finally bounce off, because that is exactly where you have, if I do remove the EMAs, I'm going to show you right now. So from the EMAs perspective, you go one touch, number two, and you go up and you come down. This is number three touch, okay? One touch, second touch, and this is the third touch. So this is the level number one, and that's the level number two. If the level number one gets lost, it's pretty simple. You come to the level number two, and if this one does get lost as well, then you got the falling wedge that is on the daily here, where you have one touch, second touch, come here, lose this, come down, lose that, go down, boom, and hold this. And if you also lose this as well, then all hell gets loose, which I don't probably, then that means this falling wedge is going to be invalidated and you don't have the journey to 69K. Right now, Bitcoin is going to 69K. It's a technical target. It's a logical explanation of a falling wedge. That's the only reason. So that's pretty much it for this update on Bitcoin, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.